Hello, this is Strategyst from Strategyst Plays, and I'm playing a level 46, as you can see, Warlock named Ominus. So, I am in Scarlet Monastery, one of my favorite places when I don't really have a group to do anything and I'm limited on time. So, I usually go in here and solo, or try to, because I haven't fully gotten in. So, just a few notes as I'm opening the door to the cathedral. Sometimes I'll use Khan, my favorite Void Walker. Sometimes it's Sar, right here. So, and I'm gonna kind of like run you through what I do. And like I said, it's not about finishing this or anything. It's more along the lines of just, you know, making some loot, because as you can see I only have 1 gold. And that's not a whole lot. Void Walker is good because when I take on the Myrmidons, I usually get owned. But you know what? Let's see what I can do. I'm going to summon my Succubus. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buffer up with, and just bear with me here. So this is Sarthea. I call her Sar. Let me go forward a little bit. Here we go. So I'm gonna give her agility, stamina, strength, and scroll of protection. And if I have a scroll of spirit, why not? Alright. And what I'm gonna do for myself is I am gonna make myself a soul stone. And since I'm at level 46, I'm going to make myself a greater healthstone, just in case. And on top of that, I am going to buff myself up with these. So stamina, strength, that was a mistake, protection, agility, and well, intellect, obviously, and spirit, and regen. Alright, so another thing I've done is, if you look at my gear, it's the head is plus 23 shadow spell damage, and I'm just going to work my way down. The boots are plus 16 shadow spell damage. My hypnotic blade increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 9. And of course I have the Orb of Dar Orahil, which increases damage done by shadow spells and effect by up to 14. My wrist is a Regal Cuffs of Shadow Wrath, plus 14 shadow spell damage. And I've gotten Dark Mist Wrath of Shadow Wrath for plus 29 shadow spell damage. And I reinforced my armor to plus 40. And it got me a shoulder item for plus 20 shadow spell damage. What does it mean? I do about another 125 plus 125 shadow damage, which makes it 199. So I will start off with this Scarlet Defender, and I will sick Sarthea on him. Emulate, and of course Curse of Agony, and already he's not liking this. He'll be back in a second, which is fine. And look at that damage go. He does not like me. He'll be running in a second. And if I get another one, I get another one. But no ads, so that's good. Alright. Yeah, the Myrmidons are a lot harder, and that's because when they get mad, they will dwindle me to a pulp. I will die. So let me cast Minor Soul Stone on myself, and let me do a little bit of feeding. Now guys, there's going to be a point that I'm going to put a be right back, but I have to help my wife get my son up for nap time. He hasn't been feeling well at all since the many times that I've broadcast. He's been a little under the weather. So, and just look at the hit points dwindling. I could probably take a little bit of an onslaught from the Scarlet Defender. I just worry about that Myrmidon up there. If I am pronouncing it right. Alright guys, hold on a second. I'll leave myself online for a bit. I just gotta check on my wife to see. I think she's coming up the stairs with my son. I'll be back. Are you coming up? Hi, Jonathan. Come. There's some sharp movies there. No. Yep.
Took 2 steps up.
Yep. Come on, Johnny. Johnny, up. You want me to shut off this light? Alright guys, I'm back. I'm going to be putting this on in a second. There we go. Alright, let's take on this Myrmidon. Now there's 2 ways I can do it. And I want you to watch. So the first is just hitting him with shadow bolts. Try to hit him with 2 of them. And then just using Sar, my succubus, to enchant. Then I'll hit him with another one. That's one way. And then I'll hit him with another one and enchant. See that? And I can kite him in here. So I'll hit him with another one. This time I'll combine it with an emulate. This, and there you go. That's one quick way of getting rid of it. And let's see what Greater Hellstone does. Look at that. I love it. Alright. I'm going to create another. And let's go for these. So I'm going to hit this guy with 2 shadow bolts. And then wand them down. Alright. And it's literally inside the wall. That's a problem. Okay. So there's a few seconds I can wait and cannibalize. Then I'll go eat something. So as you can see, just buff up. If you're gonna do it solo dungeon or whatever, just buff up. My intent is not so much to finish the dungeon right now, because it's gonna take a lot longer than the time that I have. But between the items I get and you know, the silver that I make, it'll help me make some money, because I'm always broke, guys. Alright, let's see. There's got to be a walk here somewhere here. Gotta be careful. Alright, so we'll hit this defender with a shadow bolt. I don't even have to look at it. That's what I like about affliction. Cool. And I got me an item. So, from my experience with SM, it's really not that hard when you have a pet. You could solo it with the right gear. I mean, that's anything. You could do a lot of things with the right gear. But like I said, I basically emphasize pluses for my shadow. Oh, hold on. Actually, let me not hit that.
I can't cast that yet.
Ah! And I apologize for that extra crazy mouse movement, but that's what happens when I have some of the programs in the background that are helping me stream this. And Naproxen basically said he's one of the guild members. Can I suck anyone off for gold? It's... All right. I said, I need to rob a bank or something. Who's with me? Not a real life bank, people, okay? Just playing around with words as far as like a guild bank or something like that. And Kaukanu says, I'm down to rob a bank. Woo! We just need a fast mount. Toriel, I'm out here robbing the ocean of its essence of water. I said, oh no, the environmentalists will hate you. It's all fictional, guys. It's not a real ocean or anything. Alright. So, let's try this guy. Gonna hit him, and hide. I might get two. We'll see. Let's see what we got. Okay, good. We didn't get another one. That's what I was worried about. Oh my.
I need to get closer.
this is what I like about this greater healthstone. Look at that. Way better than what I was using. And I think it helps with that I have a little bit more shadow power. My damage is up. My attacks seem way better too. Let's take a look. Yep. Improved life tap. Definitely noticeable. Centurion. So I will hit this guy. Shadow Bolt, Emulate, Curse of Agony, and this one, Corruption. I am so messed up when that happens. Let's see what happens. They're dying a lot quicker. Now, if you have seen me in my previous broadcast, my damage was there, but it wasn't as efficient as with the plus shadow damage items that I have. Oops, hold on. Hold on, I gotta check something, guys. Making sure I didn't damage anything underneath my desk with all the cabling and stuff that I have. Alright, let's see where we're at. Cast another greater health stone just in case, even though I have this greater healing potion.
I'm out of range. Too far away. Still charging.
Okay, so this is going to be a lot of rinse and repeat. Some things I might attack differently, but what I like about the Succubus is the ability to use this as a seduction. Perfect if I have 2 mobs. Sometimes I'll have 3, I might be able to take care of 2 or make a run and zone out, reset everything. Now I don't mean literal reset, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do this. And it doesn't give me the option, but it's basically to reset the dungeon. I don't want to do that. Now, let me see if I can get one of these. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. There you go. And that's that. Now,
Let's get this party started.
and the one is when I'm really low on mana. Since I'm not out in the environment, I'm not worried too much about my mana right now. Okay. Look at that. Let's take a look. I have a good amount of these. So I don't want to overdo it with soul shards. And let's see. I'll just recreate another greater healthstone. Isn't that cool? Now, anytime you're low on health, you're taking a risk, but
Far away.
it's everybody's an individual playstyle. So some people take a risk, other people want full health.
Being back never felt so good.
Out of my way. So right here, I have the coil. And when I say coil, this is what I mean. So if you look at my macros, death coil. So cast no mod is fear. The other one is death coil. So using the alt key on my setup. All right. Bear with me here. Okay. I'm off again.
Let's have some fun.
So as you're noticing, it's a lot of rinse and repeat. The other thing I can do is hit them with this. It'll slow the curse of tongues will slow them down, and then hit them with everything else. There you go. Can't run from this. Defender, and what's the other one? Sorcerer. So I'm gonna hit the sorcerer.
I need to get closer.
Shadow bolt, one or two of them. And this guy will be enchanted here. And I'll make it so we can't run away. Curse of Recklessness. I'll lead him over here. Why not?
I'm out of range.
Sometimes you gotta take the risk. Okay. As you can see, all my buffs are starting to dwindle. So I'm going to rebuff in a second. Not so much me, but Sarthea, or Sar, my pet. Alright. So agility. Oops. Okay, so protection, still too powerful. Stamina. Spirit. She still hasn't lost everything else. Alright. So I'll give myself intellect. Where is it? And as you can see, my rest experience has been from the last 2 days.
Never felt so
That was good. Look at that. Loki has come online. Two myrmidons. That's not good. Let's see.
I need to get closer.
Remember what I taught you guys. Now, here's the other version. So, right here's the shadow. And now hit it with that shadow bolt. Maybe twice. There you go. Look at that. So by hitting him with this, Curse of Shadow, if you look at it, curses target for 5 minutes, reducing shadow and arcane resistance by 60, and increasing the arcane and shadow damage by 8%. Love it. Should have used a little bit more, but I have my preferences for killing things a little bit quicker. Let's see, how's this? Okay, a defender and a sorcerer. That's not bad. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay.
First, we'll start with a little fire. Am I bugging you? I'm not touching you. Am I bugging you? I'm not touching you. There. Now you're hot and bothered.
I'm out of range. Too far away. That spell isn't I can't cast that yet. Enough now.
Well, I got what I wanted. Didn't do too bad, even though it's a lot worse than it looks. And by the time you've seen this, I've mostly ended up leveling in SM to get my next level. So let's say I was 45, close to 46, I hit SM. Or, 40, about to hit 41, I hit SM. A lot of times if I was soloing, that's what I would do. I just go to SM. And I'm going to recast the Soulstone just in case. And my wife just used her stealth as a rogue to buy. You might have caught her. Even she agrees. She's like, mm-hmm. Alright. And Greater Healthstone. And as you can see, Sar has lost some buffs. Let's see. So she's got stamina and spirit. Give her agility, give her protection. And in my end, I will give myself protection. Why not use some agility? Yeah, let me just go over here. Let's see how damage is. Coil. Okay. So don't make any qualms about it. At least I'm getting some loot. There are times that it takes me a little bit longer. Not now. Not seeing that. Yeah, let me eat this guy. Sounds so wrong, but I am undead and I need my nutrition, and this guy's nutrition right now. Okay, look at that. It's a healthy part of my diet. And
I don't have a target.
Being that never felt so good.
oh, I don't want to too close to these guys. That could be a problem. Okay.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I hate that. Ooh, just where I want him. And let me recast. I'm starting to like the Greater Hellstone. It's actually really the first time I've used it in the dungeon. I had a minor Hellstone before that, and I was not impressed, like at all. These are a lot better. Alright, so Myrmidon and Defender. Alright, I'm gonna hit the Defender and the Myrmidon. I'll just keep them sedated, I hope.
I can't cast that yet.
Thank you. Nope, come back. I don't want that Merman to chase me. There it is.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
See that? Easy peasy, people. So what I suggest, if you can't find a group, you want to be left alone, you're on a PvP server, hit a dungeon. If it's within your level range and you can solo it, do it. You know, it's not all the time that you can do it, but you know, sometimes you just want to relax, you want to be alone, no one's inviting you anywhere, you just want to do your own thing. And in my case, I mean, it's 263, 2 gold, 63 silver, and 15 copper. But I can sell these items either on the AH or just sell them to just make some quick loot. Like I said, it might be a while for me to make my way to kill the bosses, but at some point I'll show you me killing the bosses, or show you me killing the bosses. Alright, so
Let's get this party started.
Look at him run. And look at the dots tick. Done. All right. Let's work our way up. Today's actually been a pretty good day. Sometimes it goes bad, the clothes go bad, and have to zone out. And that's what I mean. You saw the damage that Myrmidon possessed. If I didn't fear it or if it resisted again, I would have had to use one of these potions to heal myself. I would have been dead. So this is what I mean. I said earlier about reset. So let's say a mob, let's say I lost Sar. I'm by myself. I'm low on health and I'm making run. So I'm running. And I'm going to get to the zone. I'm going to zone out. And once I zone out, I pretty much will clear the mob. So I'll zone out. Boom. And whatever mob was chasing me, it's going to forget me. Because I'm too far. It just kind of resets the mob. So I'll go back in. And continue where I was left off. So if I had 3 mobs after me or whatever, it zeroes them out. So I'll be able to like kind of rinse and repeat. So I have about 12 minutes left. Since I have that, what I'll do is I'll kill a few more with you guys, and I'll head out and camp after this. Actually, after I hearth over to Undercity. And if I'm talking too low, I apologize. My son is asleep, and I don't want to wake him up. Let's see what happens.
This party started.
So, as you can see, I'm near a lot of mobs, so I'm going to do Curse of Recklessness, so the mob won't run away. It can't be feared either, but see that? It didn't run away, so I was able to kill it fairly easy. Now, Scarlet Defender, I'll treat it like the Myrmidon. See that? I'll hit him again twice.
I can't cast that yet. Charging.
Okay. Gonna hit it twice again. As you can see, in between that, I use Seduction on Mop. And you know what? Hold on. Just in case, I'm going to do a Hellstone. And I'm going to hit him again. And again.
That spell isn't yet.
What I'll do is get my full health. And I'm going to blast him. See? Simple being a Warlock, isn't it? There you go. And you can do any form of tactics. This is actually a good way to develop your tactics when you do mobs. I learned a lot of the stuff from Scarlet Monastery and doing my own thing. Like I said, a lot of my friends were like, they have a statue of you in there. And I was new to the game. I was like, really? So, that's all in a nutshell. So, and here's the Orb of Dar Orahel in action. So I'm going to right click and it's going to regenerate some healing. Not a whole lot, but something. 40 health every 3 seconds. So I'll just sit and enjoy the heal. 9 minutes to 8 more months. Okay. That's the only thing I don't like, the arcane. That makes me mad. Come on. Makes me mad because it's just irritating. Oh, look at this. I did not see this guy. Respawn. See, that forced me to use a heal on my pet. Not cool. That was not cool. I'm very angry now. I'm not. Alright. So I'm just gonna cannibalize. And I'm gonna go up there and gonna recast my greater healthstone. Look at that. I could do a few things. My resurrection, in case I drop dead, and I'll eat. So I didn't really do a whole lot today. I could have probably gotten a little bit to the red, but I want to make sure I could explain things to you while I did it. No rush. I mean, I'll let this bar continue to expand, and eventually I'll just hit 47 quicker. Alright. And the reason I laugh is it's not always quicker. Alright.
Never felt so good. Let's see what happens. I just don't want it to go out here. Call in some of its friends. Should die soon. See that? Big difference with my gear now. I'll save this healthstone for this guy. Let's have some.
This guy's coming, and this is where the succubus comes in handy. and this could be a problem. Sometimes it's luck. This feared mob can go into another mob, and I might have to pull a run. As you can see, with the succubus, it's not that bad. I have a little bit more control over what I want to do with the mob. There you go. Okay. Now the downside to the Orb of Dar Orahil is that it's 30 minutes before the next cooldown, so use it sparingly. I hardly use it, to be honest. I either got a health potion or a greater health stone now in my case. Alright, let's take this guy out over here. See that? Quid pro quo. Alright. There you go. Easy peasy. So not always easy peasy though. I've had problems where I just died a few times, especially yesterday. I was testing it out and I dropped dead. I mean, it went into rage, I had nothing, and before I knew it, I was kissing the pavement, or in my case the water fountain, the stairs, the gardens down here. I mean, I was hitting something. So I wasn't having a good day yesterday. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me today. This is Ominus, level 46 Undead Warlock, with my little pet Sarthea, and my rogue wife near me looking at her iPad. So you guys have a great day. I am heading to Undercity and I'm going to sell some items, and hopefully I have a lot more than 3 gold. So you guys have a great day, and thank you for joining me. This is Strategyst, Strategyst Plays, playing Ominus. Have a good one.